Welcome back. You're watching the Next Gen Cup Mumbai 2020, and we've already had 3 games today, including 7 goals and that incredible match between Goa and Bengaluru. But right now, we move over to Reliance Young Champs against FC Goa, who are fresh from their last-minute victory against Bengaluru in their previous game. It's the second time that they're playing 25-minute halves, so enough fuel for the players to get through this, enough fuel for both teams, of course. Reliance Young Champs getting off the mark today as well with a 3-0 victory against Southampton. Both teams will look to be consolidating their place on top of the league table. These under-14s all culminating into this fantastic tournament after the partnership between the Indian Super League and the Premier League. What an entertaining first few games we've had. Uh, 10 goals scored yesterday among all the teams. Manchester United and Chelsea, of course, the headliners. And today 7 more were scored, but we have 3 games yet to be played. This is the first one, simultaneously the other game also being streamed live on the Indian Super League page on Facebook, on their YouTube channel, and across Geo TV. Reliance Young Champs giving a fantastic show of their quality in today's game against Southampton. As for FC Goa, they also showed what they're made of, fighting all the way until the end and scoring a spectacular winner against Bengaluru. As the table stands, Chelsea right on top. 3 teams are tied on 3 points each, and Bengaluru and Southampton yet with just 1 point, even though every team has already opened their points tally in this league. Avanish, the skipper for the young champs. Mickey Dias, as usual, playing in goal, and also the captain of Goa. And the aim of this tournament, of course, to give as much exposure to these youngsters as possible. These are names that may well be very well known in the future of Indian football as we grow in leaps and bounds with such partnerships. Here it is again, the Reliance Foundation Young Champs, the pick of the best talent in India, coached by Barreto. And here's the FC Goa side, coached by Antonio Pereira, and with some really good players in there expected from a Goan side, given the kind of heritage that they have in football. A few changes, of course, coming because the players played during the day as well at the same time. And just a reminder that there are rolling subs in the game. Salgio is waiting for the cue to kick off. There we go then, Goa and Reliance. And Reliance, of course, have been impressive, getting that 3-0 victory against Southampton yesterday. They were welcomed by Chelsea, but that was a 3-1 loss. Still put on a good show in the first half. Barreto likes his team to pass the ball around with a lot of verve and energy, and also to go out wide like over here. First cross coming in towards Mickey Dias, busy already in the first 30 seconds. Karthik's ball in from the right. And some crucial saves from Mickey. Marshals the defense from behind as well. Later in the evening at 7:30, we've got Manchester United against Bengaluru. That'll be quite some game. Almost a week-long sojourn for the Premier League teams who've come down here. Looks to be seen which of these two teams can keep their run going after registering their first wins of the league. The ball just trickling out of play. The young champs, of course, being coached by the legendary Barreto, himself having a fine career in Indian football across some of the top clubs, and now imparting all that knowledge to these youngsters. That's why the game has been stopped. Easy decision. Foul from Franklin, who's wearing number 60. Here come Reliance once more. Excellent footwork as well, and now playing it out wide. Down the left, stretching Goa. Is the tap-in open? Once again, Mickey Dias. He's been one of the standout performers in the league already. The young Goan goalkeeper. And here's another reason why he's the captain as well. Taking charge of the situation. Harsh was there trying for the tap-in. Not a very favourable angle. Oh, they stopped the ball and won it back in a fantastic area, Reliance. And now a one-on-one chance almost being created. Harsh once more, just half a second too late. That early press in that final third working once again. Reliance winning the ball again. Harsh again from a tight angle. This time it's gone wide. Goa will continue to stick with playing the ball out of the back, but got to make sure they don't give it away. That's always been their philosophy. Even though mistakes may happen, it's all part of the learning process. Maybe now they can break forward. And Reliance making it very, very difficult for them. Silojit wearing number 81 down the left. And number 38, Karthik, down the right. Both have been impressive in winning the ball back. Harsh is number 40. Playing in what looks like a three-pronged attack. A quick first 5 odd minutes between the two teams. 25-minute halves. A lot of people also having gathered to watch this. This is also the same venue where the RFIS happens. The championships every year that have now become popular among school and college students who like playing football. Of course, this year on show, some players who also played professionally. For the first time, Mickey Dias going long, trying to mix it up. A solid challenge coming in. And number 7, Salgio, had a busy first game as well. Just went in, I think, bumped into the defender's shoulder. Here they are, both players, eyes on the ball. Oh, head-to-head clash of Anish and Salgio. And the latter has come off worse, it seems. And great bravery from him. I must have hurt, though. Our referee's keeping a close eye. Medic is there as well. I'm just checking if there's a cut or something, but it doesn't look like it. Rolling subs, so both teams can always have 11 players on the pitch unless there's a sending off. The first game of today's action saw United against Chelsea. That ended 1-0 in favour of the Blues. Rohan's come on, who scored that incredible winner against Bengaluru. Long ball in, straight towards the box. Here's Karthik waiting and crossing it in, trying to at least. But he looks very threatening down the right, young Karthik. Young champs time and again looking to release the wide players. First corner of the day. Supratim is the set piece taker. Supratim delivers, and Reliance winning that, but header is off target. Number 33, the centre back of Anish, completely unmarked though. There he is, and ball just coming behind him, so he really had to work those muscles to get it on target. Goa going long, a slight change in tack. Probably just wary of the fact that they're giving away the ball in this kind of an area, which is why trying to get as much distance on it and get the forwards involved. Young champs have maintained a strong grip in these early exchanges. Prachit, small boy, but packs a lot of strength for that size. Good pace as well on him. Goa keep playing the ball, short passing. Vedant just asking his centre-back partner Wesley to move the ball slightly quicker than that. Young champs have the ball again. Neat little turn, looking for the through ball. Vedant is in the way. Here's Avnish, the skipper. Oh, lovely turn once again from Franklin in midfield. Now over to Razibul. Finding space down the left, and Silajit was there. Young champs continue to have the ball cleared away by Goa, who are slightly under pressure, but now they can break forward. Here's Prachit. Oh, beautiful through ball for Salgio. What a ball that is, and almost goalkeeper was off the line. And Salgio had a great opportunity to make that count, but in the blink of an eye, FC Goa on the break. And this is exactly what they want to do. And Aniket was nowhere near his line. Almost paid the price. Would have come completely against the run of play. What a through ball though from Prachit. And that'll give Goa some confidence going forward. This time long again. Once again, Salgio is on the ball. He's got some space to turn and come onto his stronger right side, toying with the defender. Salgio keeps going in the end. There had to be a challenge. They're coming in from Shubham. A corner now for Goa. But Goa's long ball system almost paying dividends immediately. Short corner is an option as well. Looks like Mervyn is interested in going straight into the box, which he does. Neat delivery. He's still bobbing in the area of Nish's clearance. Here's Vedant. Bryson available. Can't get the nutmeg through. Vedant to Prachit. There's Bryson. And once again, Avnish is in the way. Quick throw in taken. Salgio is back on the pitch and had a couple of chances after that head-to-head clash. And both the keepers like to play almost on the edge of the box, almost outside the area. And Mickey having to track back. Prachit, nice 1-2 once again. A foul in favour of Goa. Goa have just managed to get going last 5 odd minutes after the young champs gave them a tough time in the opening exchanges, almost scored from a couple of opportunities. And since then, Goa just making sure that they let their threat be known to their opponents. Shubham taking his time. Arush plays it forward. Nice solid pass, but then Goa have won it once again. 4 white shirts quickly tracking back, and the Goans keep going. Prajay Gavade shown some good footwork in the previous game as well. Here come Goa once more. Trying to set up a shot outside the area for Prachit, who was lurking. Young champs have the ball and carry it out of danger via Supratim, who's now found Karthik. Finding the gap, he's still available for another pass. Well, referee has played it on as well. Shot from a sharp angle. I wonder if he was looking for the run as well on the far side from Shilajit. Good movement once again. End-to-end football here. Now this is the area where Goa need to be slightly careful. Reliance young champs not giving them too much space to operate or safely play the ball out of danger. Now Prachit takes it and turns, and they've lost out again. Here come Reliance on the break, no look pass. Shilajit keeps going. Is that a tumble in the box? And does well to recover and win it back. And Mickey gives it straight to Karthik, but Vedant is there to win the second ball. Back towards Vedant, nicely done. Great touch from Salgio. Looking for the quick switch as well. Young champs placed well to thwart that attack, and now coming down the left as usual. Franklin, a deep lying playmaker. There's still nothing to separate both the teams. Good chances on either end. And Goa have grown in confidence. The young champs, when they pour forward, look very dangerous indeed. Franklin finding that gap towards Harsh. He's got space down the left, quickly closed down by Goa though. Excellent work at closing the gap down. A sliding challenge comes in, probably got enough of the ball. Kept it in play as well. There it is. Full-blooded challenge. Avnish. Nice give and go. And Goa make a no-nonsense clearance. And maybe now they can break forward. Here's Bryson. Salgio is in support. Prachit in the middle as well. And Salgio teasing his man and keeps going. Salgio from a narrow angle. Is the tap-in available for Prachit? It came off him in the end. Bicycle kick attempt, and finally just out of the danger area. and eventually cleared by the young champs. There's that quick exchange, this time down the right. And the cross didn't reach where it was supposed to, but Goa growing in confidence. There's Salgio, almost finding the right pass. And then that attempt in the end coming from Brandon Pereira. He set up a goal in the previous game. Young champs over the top. Silajit is there and takes a shot from a sharp angle. Mickey Dias had that covered. A nice direct play from them though. There it is. And Mickey Dias was confident it would go wide though. Supratim. And now Avanish. Just lost out on the ball. Recovers well. The captain plays it out wide for Karthik, who can cross this in. Great pace on the ball. Chested down. Shot comes in, but just couldn't generate the power. A great opportunity once again for Razibul. Excellent cross though from Karthik, who's been very threatening down the right. And good first touch, good control. Made it set up for himself, but then just couldn't wrap his foot around it. Karthik again keeps it in play and sends it into the box. And this time Goa do better in terms of defending that one. Almost closed down with that clearance. The referee says that a slightly rash challenge, so Harsh not really pleased with that, but great desire, got a lot of the ball as well. It's just that carry on that got the man. 5 minutes left in the first period of this game between Reliance Young Champs and FC Goa. Goa senior team, of course, the league winners of the Indian Super League. Will be playing directly in the group stages of the Asian Champions League. It's a club that has grown so much in the last 6 years in terms of their philosophy and achievements. Franklin stroking the ball around with great confidence, both the teams, especially the young champs looking more comfortable on the ball. Over the top once again, looking for Karthik, who's chested it down. Can he keep it in play? Just that extra touch that wasn't intended. Won it back though, and from a tight angle. This time the shot is blocked. Still the young champs have it. Franklin cleared away by Goa. Prachit. Avanish. Neat touch. And then once again, oh, beautiful footwork. If he can pull the trigger. Harsh is there, one-on-one, and just taken away from him. What a last-minute interception from Vedant. He's really getting noticed in this game. Great ball played forward by Razibul towards Harsh, who remained on side, and just when he was about to shoot, Vedant getting in the way. A corner then for the young champs, who've added some more pressure as this first half comes to an end in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Swung in towards the near post. Mickey Dias did well in the second attempt to get that. There's Razibul. He's been busy, operating in the hole just behind Harsh, who's the striker. Supratim plays it out wide. Early diagonal coming in towards Mickey Dias, just seeing the ball soar over him. Mervin. Over the top from Goa. Salgio. Can he get there? Enough cover behind though, in the form of Shubham, who's cleared that. Franklin. Over the top. Great weight on that ball. Karthik is waiting, no doubt. Karthik against Vedant. This has been the battle to watch out for. And this time Vedant wins it. A very, very good personal duel between those two. The Goan left back and the young champions right winger. Franklin. Nice gap, nice idea. Just the attacker couldn't read that pass though, but that's the sort of approach you want. Here's Rizwan. Started every game for FC Goa. In the heart of defense, very much like Vedant as well, the number 19. Finds the gap and plays that long ball forward. What a ball there is, almost. But Reliance saw that. Younglem was there to cover. Here he is once more, the number 44. Excellent footwork. Franklin. In between two black shirts. And great balance on him as well. Karthik's first touch is exquisite. And I think he went for the cross looking for Harsh. I didn't really expect him to quickly grab onto it and send that kind of ball in. But Karthik has shown that he's got the quality to do that. Here they come once more. This time Silajit down the left. Oh, what a challenge that is. Once again, Prajay Gavade just showing what he's made of. A soft foul. Free kick for Goa. A nice midfield battle. Also down the wings, a minute added on. Most probably for that injury to Salgio after a clash with the young champ centre-back Avnish. Here comes Younglem. Very quick feet on him. He's under 14s. So much talent on show. Franklin always looking up and trying to play the risky pass. Looking to exploit the gaps, but Goa have managed to somehow ride all the pressure that the young champs have thrown at them. Smack over the top again towards Karthik, who's almost managed to keep it in. He's got a great gallop on him, good footwork, crosses brilliantly, and half-time between the Reliance young champs and Goa. It's 0-0, but this game is not bereft of action. Lots of chances for both the teams. Goa also fighting back very well after that early pressure from Reliance, but it is the young champs who end the half on high. As it stands though, still to be won, everything to play for. It is 0-0 between the two teams. Join us very quickly for the second half. Welcome back. You're watching the second half now between Reliance Young Champions and FC Goa. We have a power-packed and action-packed 4-day tournament. One day is done yesterday, where we saw 17 goals have been scored throughout the games that we've seen so far. In fact, 10 yesterday, 7 today. Of course, the other game is also going on simultaneously on the grass pitch. So lots of football in the next gen Mumbai 2020. Brought to you with the brilliant partnership between the Premier League and the Indian Super League. And the Premier League providing so much expertise and guidance to the Indian Super League, and of course everything football in India, including what is part of this particular tournament. On the sidelines, a lot of coach education happening. 75 Indian coaches being given and imparted some knowledge that they can put to use in honing the talents of these young Indians. Great ball forward from Reliance early on. What the pressure has always looked like from them. Excellent back flick, and wow, what an interception in the end. Time and again they've tried to find inroads and Goa have thwarted them, but the intelligence here, the awareness to know exactly where his player was. Brilliant play from Razibul for that back flick. Akshay in the end taking the shot, but Goa standing firm. And the young champs have played some remarkable football when they go forward. And Goa with a couple of breaks as well in between. The young champs surprisingly still not in the lead. I won't be too disheartened though. The message and the purpose of this tournament is to develop talent. Once again, Razibul getting in on the act, trying to score a goal. He's been so impressive in the first 25, and even in this on the turn knows exactly where the goal is. The young champs starting with a flurry in this second period. Here come Goa. Salgio, who's been their busiest attacker. Here comes that cross. Is the tap in open? It was open, but there was a white shirt waiting to clear that. Akshay. Through the grab. Beautiful first touch as well, and then spread out wide onto the left wing where Prantik has come on. And Prantik keeps going towards the byline, sends it in. The tap in was open, and then the clearance came in. Wow. So many crosses have gone begging. Goa need to close down the area. Down the flanks, they've got to close down the gaps which lead to the passes out wide. But very well drilled team. Goa also very well drilled. Just slightly on the back foot in this game. Even though one could say they've had some great chances. Salgio can conjure one up again. Twisting and turning, going past a couple of players. Salgio just dragging it wide. Good footwork and then just off the target. What a start to the second period. 50-minute matches, all of the games that will be played in this under-14 category. Manchester United, Chelsea, Bengaluru, Goa, Reliance Young Champs and Southampton, all involved. Every team has won at least a point. This gives you an idea of how close it is between all the sides. Early cross. Oh, great first touch. Offside flag is up. Interesting call. What a great ball forward though. Neat clearance. Reliance not giving any opportunity for Goa to keep meaningful possession. Have to rely on the pace and the footwork of Salgio going forward. Young champs just winning everything in midfield. Franklin forward once more towards Harsh. There are two Harshes on the pitch. or on the team. Just one of them on the pitch right now, or one has been swapped for the other. Number 40 for 41. Allowing Razibul to go through the middle on his own as striker. And on the half-hour mark, we have another corner, this time in favour of the Reliance young champions. Sent in, confidently taken. Razibul! Oh, just taken away from him with a glancing clearance. But once again, the young champs come so close to scoring. Here's that vital touch. All too easy for now. Shubham spreading it out wide. Goa just sort of taking a breather, just sort of sitting back, waiting for their opportunity. And they are a patient team. They showed that against Bengaluru as they got off the mark, got their 3 points with a brilliant victory. And that was earlier in the day during the morning matches. Here come the young champs once more. Razibul trying to turn. There he is once more. Razibul. Still Razibul's got a yard to himself. This one's gone over, got under the ball a bit. Always looking to buy that extra yard and try to get a shot away, try to get a flick away. A very intelligent player. The floodlights are slowly coming on as the sun dips behind us. The hills behind Ghansoli and the Reliance Corporate Park, which has been home to so much football action over the last few months, especially age group football. A brilliant cricket stadium also in the backdrop. Great conditions for football, and both the Astro and the natural grass surface absolutely world class, allowing them to stage such tournaments with the likes of United, Chelsea and Southampton coming up all the way from England on this exposure tour. A good early cross in again. Razibul was interested, and neither of the two Goan defenders trying to challenge him. Such has been his threat, finding that pocket of space. You would expect Vedant to go for that, but both the centre-backs, just slight miscommunication. They'll probably do better next time. It's all about learning and getting it right, realizing. And given away on the break now. And Goa could have made something happen. Salju is the lone man, just slightly lonely now on top as Reliance young champs recycle the ball forward. They're winning it again. Here's Franklin trying to find that gap. Vedant plugging it. And this time he just makes the clearance, getting some distance as well. Straight to a white shirt though. Here come the young champs. One step over from Younglim, who's playing at left back. Here's Franklin over the top. Perfect weight on that. Looking for that crossing opportunity. Ball comes in as well. Good clearance in the end. Still around the area. Vedant gets a touch and then shot comes in. It's just gone wide. Another chance. This time it was Harsh, number 41. Saljo is interested, trying to make the breakthrough. Younglim in the way though. Quickly takes the free kick after riding the challenge. Franklin running the show from the middle of the park. Goa Just need to stitch up a few passes together. That's what they're known for. Nice short distances between the teammates. The young champs have just figured them out. Especially in the second half, they've started with a flurry. At the same time, Goa have shown they're dangerous, especially via their number 7, Salgio, who's taken a tumble and won a free kick now. So chance for Goa. What can they make of this set piece? Have to make the most of it. Still 0-0. Somehow they've managed to keep it at that scoreline despite the number of shots taken by the young champs. Just a bit of a spot of cramp coming up. Rolling substitutes, so no problems in case they want an immediate replacement and want to send him back again. Number 14, Brandon Pereira, is just struggling. So Goa now with the free kick, 15 minutes to go in this. Vishal has come on as a replacement for Brandon. Sent in a confident ball as well. A nice clearance in the end from Avanish, who was very aware of the danger. A great ball in. Keeper didn't come out. Had to be bailed out by Avanish. That's why he's got the captain's armband as well. Ryan takes this. This time the clearance is made with ease. Once again it was Avnish. And now the young champs can break forward. Poked into the path of Younglim, who's gone forward. Harsh is waiting. Oh, nice block coming in. Oh, once again he goes for it. This time it's just too long, but Goa's number 2, Prajay Gavade, in the way of that important pass made forward. Offside flag has gone up. Just a slight drop in tempo as Reliance try to find a gap more confidently. Goa, though, will pounce on this. Here's the counter. There's the first pass. And the 1-2 he wants. And Mervyn plays it forward. Now Bryson down that left. Already scored a goal in this tournament. Once again, here come Goa from distance. And then just trickles down all the way out wide to Sidel, who's put it in again with pace. Some confusion. And the young champs, it's still open. Oh, it's trickled in. And Goa completely against the run of play. They convert that half chance into a full one, and that is why they're so dangerous. Sidel puts in the ball, creates some confusion, and the clearance just not enough on it, and then Mervyn has the awareness to turn and twist and just finish. Who would have expected with Reliance young champs having the Lions' share of the ball and creating the better chances, and suddenly Mervyn has put FC Goa in front, almost like a bit of a sucker punch into the guts of Reliance, because they've had so many opportunities. However, what a show they've still put on. It's still just 1-0, and they'll have a lot more chances to get back into this game. Of course, the result is secondary when it comes to under-14s. All playing in the quest for more game time, more experience, and developing this precocious young talent that India has on its hands. They must be surprised. And those 11 players on the pitch and those waiting outside to come on that it's 1-0 in favour of Goa. If they get this result, then they'll move up to 6 points from 3 games. But they've got to see off these last 10 minutes against Reliance. The youth champs, the young champs rather, have already 3 points. They won their game against Southampton 3-0, a resounding victory. They're searching for an equaliser. Oh, Salgio, a bit of shirt pulling happening. Salgio keeps going. Was he brought down? The referee says yes, and surely will be a card as well. It's yellow in colour. Had to bring him down. Number 34, Arush, goes into the book. There's the challenge. Now, once Salgio was past him, absolutely no option but for Arush to bring him down. And more out of frustration as well. Akshay just having a word with the rest of the defenders to make sure that there is enough cover in case one of the two centre-backs step up. There it is. Contact was made. Salgio going down. And the way the medic is holding his leg up, should be just cramp. Given that the shin pads are off as well. And Chelsea against Southampton going on behind where I'm sitting right now. Reliance Young Champs against Goa. This scoreline is 1-0. All the action is live. Not just yesterday and today, but for the next 2 days as well on the Indian Super League Facebook page, and the YouTube page, and also on Geo TV. In case you're around, in case you're watching, have an opinion, hashtag NextGenMumbai. If you want to post something on social media. Prachit is waiting to come on. Diminutive number 10. And when I say number 10, that's his position. He wears the number 17 shirt. Salgio being stretchered off could be a big blow to Goa. A fantastic forward. He's coming off with that leg hoisted high, the right foot of his. But all eyes now back on the pitch where Goa have a great opportunity. And number 29, Ryan, is interested. Mervyn has walked away, but Mervyn has a left foot on him, so it still could be his to take. In the end, Ryan goes for it. Curling effort has just gone over. A great attempt. He's got enough dip on it in the end. A great attempt from Ryan Menezes. Now Goa suddenly growing in confidence after going in the lead. Franklin, quick pass forward. Oh, great attempt. Razibul was taking the ball into his stride. What a first touch he's got. Excellent technical ability. Here come Goa. Suddenly pouring forward, but got to make sure they don't lose their discipline. Here come the young champs, and then straight to Mickey Dias, who's very aware around his area. Razibul was steaming in as well, interested in that. Prantik playing on the left has been decent. They haven't been able to get Karthik on the ball too much on the right wing. Maybe they'll throw him on later and hope for that to happen. Here's Franklin once more. As usual, manning midfield. Razibul, one way then the other. Passed a couple of challenges. The third was too much for him. Will get the ball back though. Loose clearance. Razibul spreads it out wide. Still the young champs pushing and probing. And Goa just trying to get distance on it. They win it back, the team in white. Razibul. And now out wide. Tight angle. Still got the shot away. I think Akshay had just gone up on his own and found some space. There he is, Akshay. A tight angle, good technique, just couldn't hit it across the face of goal. But the Reliance young champs have carved out multiple openings like this. Cramping up, of course. They had a game during the day as well. The first fixture of the morning was at 8:30 a.m. Another game at 10:30. That 10:30 game was played by Goa and Bengaluru. And they've had a bit of rest in between before taking to the field against the Reliance young champs. Well, considerable time will be added on. Well, back in action again then. Mickey Dias clearing the ball long. And Goa will go into game management mode from now onwards. As the new players come on. Harsh, not quite new, started the game. Rolling substitutes in this tournament, in this league. Sent in by Young Lem. Mickey Dias did well to see it all the way into his gloves. Ball forward, Salgio is back. And Salgio is back on the ball as well. If he can create an opening from a tight angle, went for goal himself. Asking for a deflection. And just recovering from that cramp. He was stretchered off minutes ago. Looks completely okay now. And there was an opportunity to play that, play the ball in for a tap in, but that is exactly what he'll probably do the next time. This is why they're playing this tournament, to rectify those decisions and get it right the next time they're into that sort of an area. Carry it forward to what we hope will be a long football career for most of these kids. Franklin. Straight down the middle, looking for Salgio, who's turned on it expertly and beaten the first man and the second as well. Turn of pace. Younglem stepping in and getting enough on the ball to put off Salgio's daunting run forward. Just wondering what the decision is there. And eventually free kick given. And the young champs have a few minutes and probably 3 or 4 added minutes that they will have to find an equalizer or more. Goa will fancy their chances when the young champs pour forward in numbers, commit more men in search of that point. Younglem goes long. Easy defending for Goa. Razibul asking for it and getting it. Younglam. Akshay towards Razibul once again. Nice sliding challenge, but Razibul keeps possession. Goes past his man. Oh, beautiful 360. Still Razibul. Incredible skill. In comes the cross and just cleared in time. What a player he is. Akshay. Beautiful scooped ball forward. Still open. Now Harsh. Oh, flicking it. But I think the flag had just gone up. Good clearance there because white shirts were waiting in the box, but Razibul has been incredible for the Reliance young champs. Franklin. One Harsh to the other, but cleared away before that could happen. Salgio's interested, shirt pulling happening. Salgio goes past the challenge, and then Younglam just getting his body in between the man and the ball and clearing it away. A beautiful pass as well, very stable. Akshay. Now back in with that reverse pass that Harsh couldn't read. Silajit from behind, putting pressure on Bryson, but illegal pressure, that'll be a foul. Long ball sent in. Younglam with the clearance. Had to be measured there. Now on the turn is Prantik. Back to Younglam. Vedant there quickly intercepting that. Franklin searching. 2 minutes left of added time. Here's Harsh. Oh, great footwork. Got to put the ball back in. Now that chance opens up and great block again from Vedant. What a game he's had. Along with Razibul, if there was one other player that has really stood out, it is him. And Salgio, of course, whose shirt needs to be pulled every time he goes past. Salgio, this could be a ridiculously good goal, but straight to the keeper. He's put it out of play. Action-packed game, end-to-end football. This has been probably one of the most entertaining fixtures so far between Reliance Young Champs and FC Goa. Vedant, who's stayed down after that block. Now, what a vital block. A block worth 3 points. And this is Salgio. What a turn of pace he's got. Almost took on the entire defense line. Oh, now Harsh. Is this the final opening that they need? Mickey Dias is scrambling back and had that covered in the end. Wow, the young champs, they'll be wondering what they have to do to score. Just keep trying, it seems. Especially at this age, and that is what matters more than anything else. On the turn is Razibul. And until Razibul is around, there will be hope for the young champs. A foul given. Flag was up as well. A mere seconds in this now. The referee will blow the whistle anytime. Almost an hour played. A few cramps and injuries leading up to this. But Goa can finally carve out another opening maybe. If not, they'll be very proud of how they've snatched this victory. And all the teams ready. United as well, watching. Last bit of defending for Goa to do. How they've hung on to this lead. And the young champs slightly unlucky not to score. Franklin over the top. Probably one final attack, and Mickey Dias clutches onto it. Here come the young champs again into the 56th minute now. Franklin into the feet of Harsh. Harsh sorting his feet out. And there comes the shot. Probably the last attempt of the game. Prantik opened up for him, and that is full time. FC Goa hang on and take the 3 points, and in the process move on to 6 points alongside Chelsea, who are also propped up over there. Now what a show from both the teams. The young champs and Goa, very little between them, but in the end Goa just finding that opening, scoring their goal, taking their chance and defending with their lives to see off this game. 1-0. They take it away. The senior team are the league winners of the Indian Super League, and Goa are also right on top along with Chelsea in the Next Gen Mumbai 2020. Of course, another game coming up after this. And that's a 7:30 kickoff between Bengaluru and Manchester United. But as it stands between these two teams, the Reliance Foundation Young Champs 0, FC Goa 1. A quick look at the highlights. It was a very important game given that Goa and Reliance had both won their matches coming into this. Reliance started off with a flurry though, total domination early on, chance after chance carved out by the team in white. And there's that injury between Salgio and Avnish, but every time the young champs went forward, there was hope that they would hit the back of the net until that break happened. And Salgio, with an entire open net, just couldn't find the target. In the end though, he was a threat every time they went forward. Lots of feisty challenges in there as well. Both teams looking to win. There's that tap-in opportunity, that bicycle kick. But the young champs surely had the better chances. It's just about taking them, and Goa took them. And took the one that actually opened up for them. Razibul then on the turn. There's that shot. He was an absolute menace going forward. There he is again, looking for the header, looking for the shot. It's been an end-to-end game between these two. Razibul once again with that headed attempt. But when the goal came, Sidel putting it in, causing some confusion. Mervyn staying on his feet and just between the defender and between the posts, finding that gap and finding that goal. And how they held on to that bit of lead. Here's that free kick, looking for the second goal, but look at the game management from Goa. Salgio in the end had that final chance, but in the end Goa just seeing off everything that the young champs put in their way. Well, stick around for the next game. Within an hour we'll be live again. That one will be Bengaluru against Man United. See you soon. Thank you for watching.